Ash, back at it with another one. Woke up thinking it was going to be a regular day. Went to the gym, recorded some videos I think before, maybe even didn't. Went in there, saw my buddies, my friends, my guy friends that are older than me. And finally, he said, "Hey man, we're having a poker night." Not really on the fact that, I'm going to be able to play poker, but that I get to be around some high-level businessmen, some older folks that, just see how they carry themselves, see what they talk about, see how they talk about it. And oh man, ever since that day, that older kind of spirit, that the older folk kind of mentality has stuck with me, has made me stick to my purpose more, has made me focus more on the things that really matter. And we were just having a good time, man. Kicking jokes, I kind of learned the game of poker a little bit, but smoking a little bit of cigars. Man, it was amazing. It was a fun, amazing time, and it was great to get around some older folks and who kind of don't talk about drama, who don't talk about this and that, and who actually care about, relationships and, just learning from them, learning some wisdom and stuff. So, yeah, man, the knowledge and the wisdom they can bestow upon you is greater than anyone who hears something online, or anyone who's kind of younger like me online who hasn't really went through it too much. As much as I can make these videos and, try and bestow knowledge that has been implemented into my life to yours, these older folks have just got much more wisdom than us, than you and I, especially if we're younger. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, getting around older folks, just listen to the way they communicate. Listen to the way, how much they love their friends and family. And, obviously there can be some people who actually aren't as knowledgeable as they seem. And I think that's just on them, not experiencing life. The more experience you get in life, the more wisdom you get just from the experience itself. That's something I recommend you to do, is just go something different. If you go on a walk every day, take a little different path. If you go to the gym, do some different exercises. Speak to some more people. Push your comfort zone just a little bit each and every day and gain a little bit more life experiences. You'll realize that one little tweak of life experiences, God will bless you for actually pushing that little comfort zone. And hey, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to let you know about this. And trust me, it definitely does help. I love when I set the course of where I want to go, or if I push the limits a little bit and it works out in my favor. I didn't want to go to the gym that day, but guess what? I went to the gym still. And as soon as I went to the gym, I met my buddy. I met my friend who led me to go to a cornhole tournament, which led me to a poker night. And if not, I got to be honest, I probably would have just went to the, not even went to the gym. I probably just would have went straight home, stayed home, and just thought I was being productive on my laptop on a course, which is good, which is nice to do in your free time. But I think actually going out there in the world and gaining more life experiences, especially young men, is a lot more helpful than staying indoors and just trying to gain some knowledge instead of wisdom from life experiences. I think wisdom is so much more greater than knowledge. I think there's this saying that knowledge is knowing that tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing not to put the tomato in a fruit salad. Something like that. Whenever I'm around older folks, older men, I always ask questions. I always ponder upon, what could I try and give them if I can give them anything? And what can they give to me? I think as an older folk, or someone who's been through a lot more, as a guy, as a man, I think it'd be great to I would love to talk to my younger cousins, or to talk to younger family or friends who are younger than me, and just tell them, hey man, this is something that, I wish I would have done, or something I wish I wouldn't have done when I was your age. This is just something to keep in mind, and I have done that. Even friends like 3, 4, 5 years younger than me, I told them, hey man, I wouldn't recommend doing homeschool. I would actually go out there in school, even if it's tough, and I would just go get that life experience and just keep gaining social skills instead of just staying indoors, homeschool, thinking that, school is not worth it. And guess what? They come back, hey man, thank you. I appreciate that advice, man. It really has helped. So I think that's something to just keep in mind, is, to ask these older folks, questions or advice, and just see how they respond and what they say, and, kind of take it to heart. Don't take it to heart right away, but just think of, oh, okay, he said this, I'm going to keep that in mind for sure, for sure. I do realize that, especially these guys who play poker and smoke cigars, drink some whiskey and stuff, they talk a lot about business, which is amazing, which is something I just want to get around. Guys who are just leveling up, who went through multiple jobs. And it's just amazing. It's great to especially if you resonate with a lot of older folks, or you think like your soul is more of like an older soul. You've had multiple past lives. It's great to get around like older folks. It's great to be around people who don't start drama and talk about stuff that will actually help and will click in your mind. It's great. It's amazing. And I do realize that they enjoy the time with you as much as you enjoy the time with them. They realize, hey man, we're still cool to hang out with a youngin'. We're still cool enough to kick it with them. We're still cool to share some knowledge. You know what I mean? And just have an amazing time in life and keep growing. So the calm energy they come with adds to your young energy, and it helps you mature. That's exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this video is, dude, ever since that day, these last couple days after, I've just been so much more like mature and more confident in myself. And that's something I've had to deal with. That's something that, as a young man, I think most people do have to deal with. And especially like smoking, I think, quitting smoking, this is going on my second week, I think. And I felt so much more secure within myself. But when I was constantly smoking, I realized that it was taking away my soul, and I wasn't feeling secure in my body, and I was, so just getting around those older folks definitely did help me. So yeah, man, as a young man, get around these older folks, listen to what they got to say. If it's something that doesn't resonate, at least keep it in mind. You know what I mean? At least keep it in mind for sure. So, hey, man, about to go hit the gym, trying to hold myself accountable. Hey, hold yourself accountable. Realize that no one else is going to put you on the trajectory of your life except for yourself. The odds are against us, man. The odds are against you and me for sure. So keep pushing, keep grinding. I'd love to see us both up at the top. So keep grinding. Ash out.